Hello and welcome to another update video about GALA. GALA currently at 23.5 cents. Did not, or it did actually break out of this descending wedge that we had on the chart. You might remember it from the last video. We talked about this as a potential breakout opportunity here to the upside. Well, it was not really a convincing breakout, nothing crazy here that was happening, but we are slightly moving higher. We have slightly moved higher, and from the low here at 21 cents, we've moved all the way up to 26 cents as a peak. That is completely not bullish, or at least it's not impulsive. I mean, we can draw here an ascending trend line. You can see that we are back in a slight uptrend. That could be the beginning of a potential breakout, yes, to the upside, where we've seen it in the past with various cryptos that they started with a slight uptrend, and then at some point here they started to go crazy. And one of these points where GALA could go crazy is here this resistance level, which is at 24 cents. That is the 78.6% fib level, and that is also the area where my target area here started. You might remember this is the target area that we defined, where with the highest probability the price could turn around, between the 88.7% fib level at 16 cents and the 78.6% fib level. And you can see how the price did reach all the way to the lowest point of that of these fibs, and again to the 88.7% fib level, reached it with an accuracy of, I don't know, 100%. Did get to the 88.7% fib level, and again, in my opinion, that just proves that TA works. There are always people who think TA doesn't work, but in my opinion, you can see just by how the price is reacting to these Fibonacci levels. They are not just drawn out of the air, they are actually what the price is reacting to. I mean, you've got one example here, support. You can see how the price is reacting here to that 78.6% fib level. You can see how the price here reacted to the 61.8% fib level. You can see how it reacted here to the 61.8% fib level. You can see how it reacted here to the 61.8% fib level. So Fibonacci levels are very important. I mean, you can find them anywhere, everywhere in nature, even in the human body, on the human body. So we are all made of Fibonacci's. Now it's all mathematics, and that's all it is. So yeah, we are moving here basically closer into an apex of potentially an ascending triangle. Can you see it between that 24 cent level and that ascending support level? So we're getting here to a very, very interesting potential breakout point. And yeah, I mean, we are getting close to the end of my target area. So for me, this area was buying area, because I started and I did dollar cost average here in this area. And again, is the low already in? No, I can't promise that to you. Primarily for the whole crypto market, I still expect another drop, but of course I can't promise that. I mean, we've been talking about these target areas here for various cryptos since end of November. From that point of view, I think it was pretty precise, and this is as close as you can get it, right? So I don't know if it will now come down lower. From my point of view, at the moment, I have to assume that, because we are not yet, in my opinion, back in a sustainable uptrend. So I have to stay slightly bearish. Yeah, primary expectation would still be that we're coming down lower once more. And the good thing is that from the low here at 16 cents, GALA has already recovered quite a bit. So it should be prepared. Should Bitcoin drop, let's say another 20-30%, GALA could also drop another 30%, and it would not have to drop below the 88.7% fib level. So ideally, if GALA can recover a little bit more, if Bitcoin does another drop, which I still expect, GALA would still be able to hold that 16 cent level. Okay, so that is very, very important. So yeah, I mean, this is really what I'm looking at, this potential breakout point, breakout level. Yeah, if we move above that, that could go very, very quickly to the upside, with the first target here possibly being around 26-27 cents, those previous highs here. That is for me a resistance level. Yeah, I mean, we can add the VPVR to this, and if we take a look, zoom out a little bit, oh, it actually doesn't show really as a significant peak, but it is the the previous rejection point. So I always try to see that as a key level. And the next resistance then would be here in the region around 32 cents. I mean, when we're already back to 32 cents, we're now talking then about a significant increase already. A very important level will be that 37 cent level. That is the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level. Looking at the EMA ribbon here on the 8-hour chart, and that is quite interesting. On the 8-hour chart, let me hide that again. The price moved above the EMA ribbon, yeah, and is now retesting it. No, I didn't want to move the fibs. And is now retesting it from above. Yeah, if I center that a little bit, make that maybe a little bit larger, you can see it, that for the first time here in that whole movement, GALA moved above the EMA ribbon on the 8-hour chart and testing it from above. There will be very shortly, because it is crossing at the moment, and when they have all crossed, it will give a long signal here. I mean, this is the 8-hour chart, quite a meaningful chart. We already have a long signal on the 4-hour chart. 8-hour is probably still to come. I guess on the daily we are not yet above the EMA ribbon, and you can see how there was a rejection here in the last few days when we tried to break above it, that daily EMA ribbon, which doesn't mean we couldn't do that if we get an 8-hour long signal that couldn't give the price a boost to the upside. So generally on the RSI there is certainly scope for further upside, yeah, but we are not in the bullish range yet. Bear that in mind. The MACD had a bullish crossover. That is probably also why we then saw the price increase here, but it's now losing that buying momentum already, but it's not really going down, so it's moving sideways. So we need to really wait how the price is reacting to that apex here. Generally, if you consider that to be an ascending triangle, which we could do, then we would argue that this is more likely than not to break to the upside, yeah, because from below you're being pushed higher against a horizontal resistance level. So that is looking quite good, and we're getting here very close to a potential breakout point. That is pretty much the message here of the video. I have already bought, yeah, so I would not personally wait now for that breakout point, but of course you can do what you like to do. But for me, always the point is that these target areas here, they are not there for fun, and anybody who's not buying in here is of course your decision if you want to buy or not, but everybody who doesn't buy in here shouldn't complain later about not having bought the low. Okay, yes, there is further downside potential, because we are not in a confirmed uptrend yet, but still we are close. In my opinion, we are close, which I also talked about in previous videos, that we are in the last meters of the correction. Now, very interestingly, we can also draw a trend line from up here down there, so you can really see that triangle. The price is getting squeezed here, and that's why we don't see the volatility at the moment. So yeah, we are really getting into that decision point, so potential breakout incoming. Okay, and that could mean from where we're not very volatile at the moment, that could give it quite a bit of a jump. And you can see what we did here on the 31st of January, a jump from around 16 cents all the way up to 35 cents. That was quite significant in 1 week. All right, that's my view here on GALA at the moment. Looking generally, I think, quite bullish, but there is still further potential downside. So at the moment we're in a potential turnaround point. Okay, and I mean, I don't know if the turnaround happened until it happened. That's just what it is. But we did identify the target area here. That was the buying area for me, and it still is. We're still in the area. Okay. But we can move out of it fairly quickly, yeah. And the next target to the upside, in the next major wave to the upside, that would be a wave 3. We're currently in a wave 2. That next major wave up, wave 3, should take us to at least $1.36, but could also go up to $2.16, which would be close to a 10x for GALA. That's my view here on GALA. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and yeah, subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.